Start recording. Okay, so for today, we're just gonna try to do some little checkups. Since we all know that the PDR or the internal PDR is coming up on Friday. Um, with that said, if I could get everyone's times, like available times on Friday, so I can send that to Jacob so we can set like an appropriate meeting time, because it's not going to be like last time where we had to sit through like that 3-hour presentation and watch the other teams present. Where they're going to set up a time where for each team they present, and then that's it. We don't have to like wait for the other teams basically. So if I could just get everybody's available times on Friday, that would be great.
So I'm available all Friday except from 1 to 4 because I have a class. But yeah.
Oh, okay. If you want, you could just DM me. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, or you could just put it on the Discord general. It doesn't really matter. It's just where I just need the time so I can just send it to Jacob. That's all. I mean, I guess continuing that, would you guys all be able to make Friday if you can? Just so we have like a full team. If not,
Yeah.
it's
Like
totally
afternoon.
understandable. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you can, it's totally understandable if you have like other commitments. Yeah, like I said, it's totally understandable, but it'd be best if everyone could try to make it, just so like when they have questions to ask, and then like if it's like your section, then they can just directly ask you instead of having to like uh, reach out to you some other way. Yeah, basically. As for, I don't know if you guys remember Christian. He was the project manager for Blade. But yeah, he's resigned, and we're currently finding another project manager. I guess in that news, it's not like it really makes any difference. I just thought I should just throw it out there. So as for the PDR, we're not going to have a meeting on Friday. I mean, if we did want to have a meeting, would you guys like to kind of meet a little bit before and like have like a rehearsal or something where we kind of just go over the PowerPoint and just give our talk?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Cool. How about you guys? How about Charles and
I mean, yeah, I think so. Just also depends, I guess, on everyone's availability too, if people are able to make it. But
Yeah, that would definitely be a good idea.
Cool. Yeah, I know everybody's a little high strung when they come to presentations. A little nervous, so get those nervous jitters out. I sound like a boomer. Man, it's hot. So as for Wednesday's checkup meeting, I kind of made, hopefully we'll use that day to kind of have like an official meeting with the BLV team just for like last minute measures and just so we can ask them questions. Maybe I'll try to have Zach join us on that day so he can kind of give us feedback. But so Wednesday will act like the final meeting before the internal PDR, and we'll ask Ali and his team questions, and you guys can ask him questions, and how we'll interface the BLV to the to AIRSAT. So they're kind of looking maybe at 8:30. How do you guys feel about 8:30?
At night?
Hmm.
Sure. If it could be better, I mean, if it would be earlier, it'd be better, but that time's good.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry,
Is
was
there
this
a
for
time
Wednesday
in
or
the
Friday?
morning?
Oh, this is for Wednesday.
Oh, for Wednesday.
Yeah.
You said 8 or 8:30. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to write this down.
No, you good. I said 8:30.
Okay, yeah. My class finishes up at 8, so I should be good.
Okay.
8:30 on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna meet up with the BLV team on Wednesday.
Okay,
that time.
that conflicts with another meeting, but I'll try my best to make it.
Well, you can forget about that other meeting, right?
It's our senior project, so it should wrap up fast. It's like 8:45 is when it ends, so it should be good.
Wait, senior project. What? Aren't you a
I
freshman?
know. Don't ask. I got
What?
too excited and I jump on the opportunity. So
Yeah, Michael is graduating already.
What the
yeah,
heck?
1 year graduation, 120 credits in 2 years, in 2 semesters. Let's go.
Boy genius? What?
Nah, I wish.
I didn't know you're Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron.
Easy on the
You
show.
got to add a 0 after the 12.
There you go. I see what you're doing. So I just kind of said this earlier, Michael, but if I could get your like availability times on Friday for the PDR, that would be great.
It's like all day Friday, to be honest.
No, it's not like last time. They're just gonna pick out specific times for each team,
Uh-huh.
and then yeah, so one team will go, and then they'll do another meeting, and then another team will do their thing.
Okay, I should be able to meet up except from 11 to 1. Besides that, I'm good.
11 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is there like any other times you can do it?
Oh no, I can do any other time besides that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got it backwards. Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you can just DM me your times, or you can just put in the general chat or whatever. I'll try to send that. I'll send that out to Jacob as soon as I can, and yeah, the sooner the better, really. So yeah, I made a meeting with Ali on. I just keep repeating myself, but I made a meeting with Ali, the BLV team, on Wednesday at 8:30. So if you can make it, awesome. We can ask questions, and this will kind of be like a final checkup. And I was also saying on Friday, when we actually get our date, or maybe Thursday or Friday, we can do like a rehearsal for PDR. So then we feel a little bit more confident when we're ready to give it on Friday. Everybody's on board with that. I'll try to set up a date, and then we can do that.
Gotcha.
So I guess transitioning from that, was everybody able to kind of take a look at the handbook that's in the Blade Discord?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yeah, I
Mostly
posted
the
it.
fault management tree.
Yeah, I posted that really late in the morning, so I apologize that I meant to give you guys a heads up, but yeah, it's just this week's been crazy. So yeah, how about everybody else?
Kind of just glanced at it, but I'll read into it.
Okay, cool. How about the rest of y'all?
Pretty much
I
same as
kind of
Liz.
read it. So if we have like all those things in our presentation, we should be good, right?
I think if we have most of them, if we can probably leave a couple things out.
Okay.
But like what I included in my announcement is pretty much, I think, the key things that we need in the presentation. I mean, some things we've done already, like the power estimates. that's still coming along, I think. Yeah. The physical, I mean, that's, I mean, all the other tasks really, like the CAD structure is going pretty good. I think the components are going pretty good. Andrew, if you want to kind of talk about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish up. Like, so basically, the guy left me on red
Damn.
with the dimension thing. So I'm just trying to make like the parts look kind of as nice as possible
Okay.
for like the
Yeah.
presentation. So like that box I showed you before, I'm filling it in with the light, the little screen, and like the ports, and
Yeah.
basically saying like this is what like the maximum size kind of thing is.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it'll just like it'll be used as like a placeholder, but we can say like, oh, that's the actual component. It technically is, but we're not going to go to that extent. We're just going to use the board, which is, you know, significantly smaller. But
Yeah.
would you rather just have like a you know, an IFT board kind of? Not, that's a bad way of saying it, but like a I'd like dimension the board by eye kind of
Do you,
thing.
do you mind if we kind of see what you have so far?
Hold on. I haven't assembled the other parts in it, but because I had issues with one of the ports.
Okay.
But let's see.
Yeah, you don't have to make it super detailed. Just kind of get like the basics. Like if you just kind of like, if you want, you could just try to make it look like that picture that I put. You don't need
That's
to
some,
put
so,
like,
okay.
yeah.
So with the box instead of the box, then right? Like you'd rather have the like just a kind of a estimated board within the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay, hold on.
Well, I mean, you could try to put it maybe as the size of an Arduino Nano. I mean, not Nano Uno. You could try to maybe estimate the size because that's kind of like what it looks like. They look about the same size.
Okay, hold on. Let me find the.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be super detailed. If I guess just try your best, honestly. Yeah, because I know with like some PCBs that you can get on like GrabCAD, they're like super freaking detailed. It's insane. For this, just for like an internal thing, or just like a model for, in our case, we don't really need that. So it's just as best you can, really. Oh, disabled. There you go. Yeah, if you want to, there you go.
Shit. So this is the one oh wait. Fuck. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Like the actual board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so
can
this
see
is
the
the one I
Nano.
was able to find. I made a few tweaks on it, but it's pretty much the same thing, just a fit. So this is the actual Nano itself. So, let me find the email because I know it's about the same size, but oh shit, wrong thing. They're very different in that sense. Let's see.
Now this is just the Arduino Nano. What about the Cosmic Watch?
Yeah, that's why I broke it on accident like 3 times last night. So I'm trying to like find the errors.
Oh, really?
But it keeps like what's it called freezing my computer. So I'm sending it out to my friend if he can like figure out the issue because I don't know what I did with it. But I'm restarting it right now. But so hold on, let me see. In a sense, you're saying to just remake this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna look to remake it then as of right now because like I said, the other one keeps fucking crashing my computer. But if you're okay with the smaller one, or I mean like a more simple one, then I'll just send out a staged CAD, I guess, like I'll say. So like
Yeah.
stage 1, just the preliminary board of estimated dimensions, because I can't find online or any online source an actual like dimension board like this. I know like they're like, oh, it's about the size of this, but that's very vague. So
Yeah. If you want, honestly, like it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't need to be super duper detailed like the one in the picture.
Yeah.
As long as it just has like a similar shape, and like it kind of looks like the picture I put in the structures chat.
Okay.
If
Which
it
is
just
this one, right?
if it has that same board, yeah, if it just looks like that,
Okay.
yeah, I think we should be fine. And if you, even if you want, like if you can't get it that super detailed, just, you could just put that same picture in it and say, I wasn't able to get like the board schematics, or wasn't able to get the dimensions or the engineering drawings. This is just the part that we're going to use. That's also
Okay.
okay. That's also cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I think Daniel has got other components, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he got he's got most of the other ones, I think. I don't know to what extent he has them done though. I haven't asked him in that sense.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I think he's had most of them done. I don't know how refined they are though.
Okay. Yeah, when you're ready, you can just send him that STL file, and then he can just put it in the assembly. Because he'll have the master assembly where he'll put everything together, and then when you're ready, you can just take your assemblies and just send it over to him.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but overall, it looks pretty good. If we could just have that done by before the PDR, we should be in good shape. But yeah, overall, pretty good job. So yeah, I guess, well, I mean, I guess going back to that, for a mass estimates, I think ideal, you'd be best if you guys work on that, since you guys are working with the models themselves. And you guys just kind of put that in the mass estimates chart. How do you feel?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
it makes sense, but okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I've already uploaded the PDR, the PDR presentation into the OneDrive. So, everybody's able to start working on it when you guys get the chance. And that's pretty much like what we have to do. You can just take everything that we've done in the data sheet so far, and you could just essentially just transfer that over to the PDF, the presentation. Yeah. So with kind of like with that said, now we just need to like start on the actual documents, like our physical architecture, our functions, and our key performance parameters. Our environmental analysis, I'm kind of just reading off the list that I put in the Discord. The environmental analysis is pretty much done. We can put that as like its own separate slide because we talked to Michael about that. Configure relations list, yeah, I'm just kind of reading off that. Yeah, but I guess I'll start from the top. For our fault tree analysis and our F failure mode, I think we're kind of like halfway, aren't we? Yeah. I'm just kind of talking out loud here if anyone wants to kind of butt in.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I started on a default tree. I attached a .io file. I'll be honest, I was kind of dead at that time, so I think it's pretty good, but it's like only the main mission failures. You probably need to do like the smaller ones, like if non-mission failure. I don't know, but yeah, I just use what Jacob put on his handbook to do that. So if anyone wants to work on that, feel free. But when you do, make sure to save it and download your file and replace the old one, because there's not real-time sharing for draw.io files.
Well, I guess going on to that, I would really like to assign a couple people to that, so it's just not like everybody, because I want Andrew and Daniel. I know you guys are like super kinged in on your CAD model. I just want you guys to focus purely on that. Yeah, because you guys know what you're doing. You guys, if like they ask you any questions, you guys probably know how to answer them. So you guys, You guys are good on there. I just want you guys to focus on the model. As for the fault tree, we kind of need 3 people for that. I guess going on the Gantt chart, who would like to like volunteer for that? I'll volunteer myself first.
Well, since I already started, I guess I can volunteer.
Okay. Okay.
I can help out. I was leading into it for the handout for the failure mode, so I can help out you guys.
I feel for that one, we should probably meet up to do that. So like we can go through the FEMA and see if we're missing anything and go from fault tree. And someone just share a screen and we decide, oh, we should do this, this, and this.
Yeah, that's good. That leads into like what else I was gonna say after, but I'll say that kind of at the end. Yeah, my intention today was to like check up and kind of assign new people to things, and then after we're kind of done on Zoom, then we can go to like Discord and kind of do our own little like little breakout groups, and we can work on individual tasks and try to get those done. And then on Thursday or like early Friday, we can meet up again and do like a final checkup. Excuse me. We do like a final checkup, and we can do our rehearsal, and then we're pretty much set from there. That's also wrong. Probably put that with it, huh? Now, as for our functions, man, I just been like really trying to like skip over that. I just want it to be done already. I think I said it the wrong way, but I just like I feel like we're good. How do you feel about it, Liz? I know like the last time you said you worked on it.
I feel like what you already had was good. If the group just wants to like look at over it and see if there's anything missing, but besides that, I think they should be good.
Okay. Okay. Well, if anyone wants to like look at it or add anything to it, you can definitely do so and just add some things there. So next comes our physical architecture. Sorry, I'm like kind of like spacing out. Today was a little rough morning. This honestly shouldn't take us like for the physical structure, or I mean architecture, it shouldn't take us like that long to do. I mean, since we already have our function, our functions draft, it should just kind of just lean into our architecture. But I feel like if we just had like 2 people for that, I think we should be good. Yeah, but I would like to try to get our failure mode done before we can like move on. Who would like to like kind of contribute to that task if you can? Okay. And then I guess I'll do that to myself too. And I forgot to put the configurations list in there. And then I'll do this one by myself. And I feel like No, I feel like that'd be kind of up to the people who are working on the CAD model, because they kind of know what configurations to put in there, like any extra things they want to add to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'll probably message Daniel tonight then. About it.
Cool. Yeah, I guess looking at the configurations, it's basically like the DRM that we had. It just shows like what the system is doing in real time, but it does it on like a more internal basis, where it shows like how each component is interacting with each other. Yeah, I'd feel like that'd be more on the engineering side, just because like how they know, like I said, how each component is interacting and like transferring data with each other. Did you guys like want me to put your name down there?
Yeah, if anything, just put our names out. Like I said, I'll talk to Daniel to make sure we have everything. I think we actually did that one last time for the PDR. So we might have the document and just kind of update it.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the looking at the handbook, it just says allows for a better understanding of what like the system looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's literally pretty much the PDR. I mean, the CDR. Yeah, so that shouldn't take too long. And then for power estimates, how do you feel about power estimates right now, Michael?
Power estimates. I mean, I feel like people should look over it. I feel like I did all I could possibly do with my knowledge, but I feel like if you guys want, I think there should be people who goes over besides me, because we need like all the opinions on that one, because I don't think any of us has done a power budget before.
Yeah, no.
I have a question. So when I was looking over like the power estimates, so are those all the power consumption list that we need, or is there any more?
Currently, where we stand, I think that's all we're using. Cosmic Watch, the DH22, Raspberry Pi, and then we have our power sources to Sanyo. But it's probably going to expand a bit, because like if you look at our electrical efficiency, it's pretty insane.
Yeah,
it's double standards, double the usual standards.
And also, how does like the Cosmic Watch draws power?
How does the Cosmic Watch draw power?
Yeah,
I think Luke is more that's more of a question for what's that phrase? That's a question more inclined for Luke. But I can answer it too, but I feel like he can answer it way better.
You know, to be honest, I just know the actual physics behind how it works, not like the actual power draw. I'd have to look at their website, because I think it lists on their website how much it draws or its discharge rate or something.
so it needs power to work.
Yeah.
From my knowledge, it takes about 1 watt to actually work. I believe what it does is it has to do something with the scintillator, because the scintillator is attached to a PCB, but I don't know exactly what it does. I just know it has to do with something with the scintillator and the PCB, but I don't know like exactly what.
I see.
Oh, well, I mean, how it works is, I I remember I pretty much pulled an all-nighter, so it's a little hazy from my research. But essentially, how it works is that when a particle incoming particle is recognized by this scintillator, it sends a stream of photons, which is just light, and that light is captured by a sensor and it's transmitted to the OPC or the Arduino Nano, and then it captures that light, and it basically converts it to like a count rate or something like that.
So we were turning lights into data, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the scintillator captures it captures the stream of muons, and it sends that it recognizes that, and it's recognized by the sensor.
Okay.
And
Okay.
yeah. So I think all we need to do is just power the Arduino Nano, but I'm entirely not sure about that. I have to look at their website. Because I was just like, at that time, I was just looking more at the physics of it, really.
Okay. Okay, so in terms of like the software side, I think it's more than doable. I think it's really easy, actually.
Yeah, it should be fun.
But I'll update you tomorrow night, if possible. I'm gonna work on this tomorrow. But do you want that code to be like on the presentation as well, or like the framework of it?
Whatever you have, the better. So it just gives them a better idea of kind of like where we're at.
Okay, because right now we only have two things that takes in data. One is the humidity sensor or temperature, and then there's the cosmic watch. So there's only three, I guess.
Yeah, we're not using a GPS because the GPS is using, well, the BLV is using the GPS or the APRS system. So yeah, that's literally that we're all gonna take data from Cosmic Watch and the DH2.
So does that mean what we have is entirely separate from the BLV?
Yeah, it's entirely separate. All we're doing, we're capturing data. It's gonna be sent to our OBC, our Arduino Nano. I mean Raspberry Pi.
Raspberry Pi.
And then it's gonna be transferred to the BLV, and then they're gonna streamline that data back to the ground team, which is us. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I probably have to work with the BLV team at some point. Not
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, that I mean they're using, if we were using Arduino, it'd be really easy because they're also using Arduino, so the integration would be a lot easier. But yeah.
So we're pushing Raspberry Pi data into Arduino.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do some more research tomorrow, and then I'll let you know tomorrow.
Cool. Yeah. Software is like the backbone or the frame of the whole project, basically. If your software doesn't work, nothing's communicating, nothing's taking data. Bad times, real bad times. So whatever you can find, whatever, the better, really.
Well, should be fun.
Yeah, I wish I had more. I wish I was more knowledgeable about that, but I'll do the best I can personally for me to contribute. So yeah. As for cost estimation, I think data sheet. Yeah, we even started. That's gonna be a little tricky because I mean I saw what the components that you added, Michael. That's quite a bit to account for.
They're quite cheap actually, because they're like most of them are like capacitors and whatnots, and they're like 10 cents per whatever. And to be honest, I feel like some of this stuff is not necessary. Like the 5mm LED, we probably don't need that LED. We don't need a structure, as you mentioned before, so that's already 2 off. And there's a few others that don't seem necessary. So yeah.
Really, all you have to do for the overall budget is just take everything that we've collected and just streamline it, basically. If no one else wants to do it, I'd be more than happy to do it.
You got this, Luke.
I'll do all of it.
No, just kidding. I can help you.
No,
If
I mean,
you
I can
set it up. We can.
I mean, I don't want to keep you guys from doing other things. It shouldn't take that long, honestly.
Famous last words.
Right? You know, I'm really afraid that they're gonna ask. Nah, never mind. Never mind.
No, what is it?
No, never mind.
Answer.
Never mind.
No, just say it. It's too late. Why do you choose all these components to make this cosmic watch? Is that what?
Yes and no.
That's a question, isn't it? If they ask that, I can explain. It's not too complicated, to be honest.
It kind of is, but it's really not.
Like, all you think about is that it's a sensor attached to an Arduino or PCB, whatever, and an Arduino that's attached to a PCB that has a bunch of capacitor on it. But that you don't need to explain that. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. I just feel like Zach is just gonna anally rape me when it comes to like our knowledge. That's all.
It's fine. Zach's pretty nice, actually.
Point out specifically what this capacitor does in this part of the PCB and how it'll affect the overall system and your functions. That's what
Andrew and Isabel, you guys are the EEs. You guys got this.
Oh shit.
I just forgot that we're recording too, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I guess just with all that said, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, we don't need to do any like finite element analysis. That's like totally unnecessary for this type of project.
I also just realized too, if you're gonna upload this, you might want to cut that part out. But what I said about the question. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm putting it all in there.
Oh snap! They're gonna have ideas then.
Yeah, but I mean, so with like what I've talked about so far, that's just kind of like what I felt that we needed to include. But so Jacob hasn't posted like any things that we actually need to include, like we did like the last time in the CDR, where he included topics that we need to present. But I felt like if we just have these components, I think we should be fine, honestly. I mean, we have a software, we have our mass estimates, we have our power estimates, we have our budget, we have our model, we have our like the list of components that we're going to use. Now we just need to start doing these small little tasks like these, like the failure mode and fault tree analysis, functions. I mean, functions pretty much done. Architecture. I mean, that's really about it. So yeah, I guess let's just start working on that. Besides Andrew and Daniel and Charles, because you guys are doing your own thing. But with that said, that kind of like ends it, and then we can all go to the Discord and start working on the fault tree analysis. Like if anyone has any other questions before we move on to the Discord, say them now. Alrighty then. Okay. Well, I guess I'll see you guys in Discord. Okay. Bye, Michael. I'll see you in the Discord, Liz and Isabel, and then Charles and Andrew. You guys are doing your own thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys then.
All right. Bye.
Bye.